And welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night wherever it is you are in the world. I am going to be sharing with you guys a 4th of July wreath, just kind of my take on what I would create. Jason is right here with me, but in order for me to make the wreath, I'm going to lay him down beside me where he can play on his mat while we do that. So lay him down quickly, and he can play with his toys and look around. Okay, so for this project, you're going to need whatever it is that you want to put on to your floral wreath form is what it is. I painted mine khaki in apple barrel paint just to save some time. I done that earlier just so it would be dried and ready to go. For the simple fact, when you go to glue on your ribbon and stuff like that, especially burlap, if you're using brown or whatever color you're using, you could also just, you don't have to do that. You don't have to paint it at all. So it just helps me because in the past I've learned from that. And I do want to mention, this is not the Dollar Tree burlap ribbon. This is from Dollar General. These are $2 and you get the same amount of ribbon. It's just a little bit wider and it doesn't have wire in it, so it's not wired. So what we're going to do is get our wreath form. Like I said, you do not have to paint yours or whatever. I like to start at the top where this crease is, and I'm just going to start wrapping this. And when you do that, you don't have to go and glue this down all the like every time that you wrap it. So I'm spacing it out because this, what I have left of this ribbon probably isn't going to wrap all the way around. But that's okay because I have other things that I can put on it. So this is what I'm going to be doing to it. I'm going to pause you and I will come back and we will do the rest. Okay, you guys, I'm back and I used what I had of that burlap ribbon to go as far as I could. I spaced it out so I could get as much of it wrapped with what I had left of my burlap ribbon. I have in the past used the more open knit burlap ribbon they sell at Dollar Tree. I actually have a wreath in my other bathroom that's made with one of those, and it works really good. But that's where I learned that if, you know, I was going to use that more open knit burlap with a green floral thing, that I needed to either paint it white or, you know, khaki like I done this one. So if you want to use flowers, which I'm going to use some flowers, you guys seen these in my last haul, you can get things like that. I have some twine here. I didn't know, you know, what I would need. This is just some burlap ribbon from Dollar Tree that has white lace on it. I brought some of that. I have this that come off those little wands. I have this star that I might stick on there. And one thing, oh, I also have deco mesh, and I have these. Now, this is diamond wrap. When you get them, it's together, and it's like a bigger piece, but there's 3 strands where you could break these apart. So we're going to be doing something with those as well. So, but for now, we're going to focus on the bottom part. You could put this at the top if you want it, if you want to put your flowers. But I want to have my flowers down here at the bottom. So you'll take your flowers, of course, and which way, depending on how that you want to do it. You could take them all completely off of the stems and try and push them in there maybe. it just solely depends on you of how you want to do this and how many that you want. Let's see if we could kind of stick them in there. I'm not sure how that'll turn out, so maybe we won't do that. So it's all trial and error, really, with this, but probably the best thing that we're going to be able to do is probably glue them on this part. Like I said, this way, with it already painted and stuff, that it doesn't look like you have like huge gaps here and there. Also, I chose to use brown burlap. That way I could change the wreath out. So I'm going to pause you. I'm going to glue on the flowers and then I'll come back. Alright, you guys. I got my flowers glued on. Now, the way that I done mine, I had glued some with the stems going up this way and some with them going down. That just equals it out really good. And then you can just snip the backs off. Either you're going to hang it up or stand it kind of this way anyway, so no one's really going to see the back of it. But like I wanted to show you with me painting it that khaki tan color to match this, then there doesn't look like there's many gaps. But see, I only used one of these floral bouquets. I had two. I didn't know if I was going to use them all or not. So now we're going to go on to the next part. Now, obviously you can make you a very quick hanger with just some twine or whatever. That's very simple to do, but we could leave it like this, which is absolutely fine, or we could jazz it up a little bit more. And what I was thinking about doing is using this diamond wrap and putting these hanging down. That adds a little bit of interest to this, and since we're going for a theme of 4th of July, I thought that it would match. So I'm going to glue them where they're hanging like this. So I'll do that and pause you one more time and I will be back. Alright guys, I've got these strands of diamond wraps glued onto here. I just use small amount of hot glue just because we or in case I would want to remove this, and I probably will to reuse the wreath form. That's why I stuck with a neutral color. But I'm going to quickly show you guys how to make a bow. I just have this scrap of ribbon here, and all you want to do is fold this over. I take a strand of twine. Hang on, I will be right back. I hear the baby. Alright, I might get this video filmed for you guys. So you're going to just fold over your ribbon, take a piece of twine. I just tie this in the middle like this. Kind of scrunch it how you want it. Working with all this burlap and the flowers, and it's making my nose itch. So, like so. Tie it really tight, and then you can fluff it out the way that you want. It just depends on how you want your scrunch to look. In the middle is what I call it. This is just the easiest way right here to make a quick and easy bow. There's it's just the way that I do it. There are tons of ways to make bows and stuff. I'm not a professional. That's just how I do mine. And then you can kind of fluff it up the way you want. And then I'm just going to cut the ends off where I used to tie. Make sure that's on there good because I don't want my bow falling apart. Sometimes I leave the ends on. I wanted to mention, especially when I'm making like a quick bow like this that doesn't have ends, which you can add ends to it easily. I'll have to show you that in another video. But sometimes I leave those ends like that so I can tie it onto things. So that's just like a good thing to know. So we're going to stick this bow right up here at the top where I stuck those the diamond wrap, and I'm going to show you right here. That's where I'm going to stick it. So we're going to glue that on there real quick. I'm sorry about my setup, you guys. I'm trying to do this good for you guys. Look, I am filming in the back room again, which I'm super happy about. Sorry, I have to kind of lean back here to see what I'm doing because this is just like a plastic box that I had in my back room that I'm using for like a craft table until I can get some things straightened out. But I'm just making sure that everything looks pretty even here. And that's what we're left with and then I figured I would go ahead and add this little blue and red ribbon into the middle. Just add some more color, and I had it left over from those foam wands that I made those garlands out of a while ago. So I'm just going to stick it in the middle, and then all you'll have to do is make a little hanger for it, and that's very simple to do. Just hot glue a piece of twine on the back to hang it with, and it's done. And it's pretty easy. It would have been pretty easy, you know, it's quick and easy to make. You know, it's really nothing to it at all. So we'll glue that in the middle, and that will be the finished product. So I just have to tweak this bow. So yeah, and then you could add more or less flowers or do it any other way that you want it. So that's what it's going to look like, you guys. And it'll be like a little 4th of July wreath. So I really hope that you enjoyed this DIY. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.